everyone, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of PSL On The Mic, the City of Port St. Lucie's official podcast. Our episode today is about public art, which brings color, culture, character to our city. And we're here with are you a senior? You are a senior planner with planning and zoning. It's Bethany Grubbs, and she's here to talk to us about public art and our public art master plan and how it changes our city and makes it even more beautiful than it already is. Hey, Bethany.
Hi, Maureen. Thank you for having me.
I'm
very happy to share the story of public art with you and the citizens. And recently, you've had the pleasure of accompanying me on a couple of public art installations.
Yep,
which
we
has been,
did the dolphins and
the heart.
Yep.
And for the ceremony.
Which ironically opens this week. Publicly opens
shameless
this week.
plug.
Yeah, shameless plug. Introduce yourself. What do you do here at the city?
My name is Bethany Grubbs, and as you said, I'm a senior planner with the city. I've been with the city for about 4 years and planning for a little over a decade, and a longtime resident of Port St. Lucie since June 1st, 1990.
All right. Yeah. I was still in high school.
I won't say how old I was. And then... Yeah, longtime resident. So this is my city.
The city.
I know the city. I've seen it grow from, the small little city it was to what it is today. And I love giving back to the community. And the other hat I wear now is I am the public art administrator.
Awesome.
And so I would love to tell you the story of public art.
Great. Well, let's just dive in. Start with the basics. What is public art? And talk a little bit about our public art master plan and when we started it.
Okay. Public art is, it could be functional art, such as benches. Then you have sculptures, you have your mosaics, but basically it's a way to bring the community together. We adopted our ordinance for public art and the Art and Public Places Plan in 2018. And then formally in 2021, the master plan was passed, which the master plan sets forth all the policies and directives that we use for a solid foundation today.
Right, and that's what we're going to talk about too, because there's a lot of moving pieces with it.
There sure are.
So you're talking about public art brings the community together. How do you think that does that, like culturally, socially, even economically?
All the three. Culturally, you can have a piece of art and it could explain the history of the area. Recently, I was at the city of Tampa and they had really impressive 3D tile arts that set scenes of all the different history events over time in chronological order.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it was very impressive. And then socially, you get everyone together. You get everyone together to look at the art. We had the trumpet flowers a year and a half ago
at the event center, right?
At the event center.
Those were so awesome. I hope everybody got to see them.
Yes, and families were bringing their kids. They were bringing their friends and family from in town. They were up for 6 weeks and an interactive display. And everyone walking by said, please, we love this. I can't wait for you to keep this going and do this again. And then, economy-wise, public art is a major driver for the economy.
Attraction to people come here.
It brings in dollars to your community.
That's awesome. How do we decide where a piece of public art will go in the city?
Of course. There's several factors, and that comes down to maybe grant funding at the time and opportunities that are available. May come down to council's priority projects, which are set forth in the strategic plan. Culture is part of strategic plan's goal number 6. And right now we have a major focus more on roundabout art and sculptures. In fact, we have 2 calls that went out on Friday for 2 roundabouts to be located on Par, and then we have one coming forward, a new call coming out by the new Torino Park off North Torino.
Right.
And not only are they visually, attractive, but thousands of people drive by every day.
Yep.
They can view the art. It gives an artist a chance to display what they do, and it also, in the long run, does save on maintenance. Less irrigation, less mowing, less replanting, so it has a dual benefit.
Awesome. So in the master plan you were talking about, it kind of lays out what kind of public art can go in the city. So what qualifies as a piece of artwork in our plan?
Of course. Art can consist of murals, sculptures, mosaics, but what really qualifies it is that it is created by an artist and not mass-produced.
Yeah, that's probably a good part of it. Now, public art, like the ones that say, for instance, like the heart and pieces of art that are in roundabouts near developments. Talk about that, because there's been a lot of talk, like on social media, about who's paying for this, but I want you to explain that to everyone.
Yes, of course. We're very lucky that we have a percent for art ordinance adopted. Not every city does, and it ends up being allocated through a line item on the budget, or they just don't have a public art program.
Right.
And we have a percent for art program where developers, as a way to contribute back to the community, they contribute 1% of the total cost of construction of their projects, and that may be their subdivision plats or their site plans. And we incentivize a monetary donation that could be used in certain ways the plan outlines, whether it be maintenance, acquisition, but it's all, and then again, the balance is capped at $100,000 per development.
So that's how it's ultimately paid for.
That's correct.
For instance, say my favorite piece of public art is the Spinnakers on Becker. I love those. They're beautiful, and I know we put different lighting up for certain times of the year, and that was paid for by the development that went up there.
That was their
It was
contribution.
like 2021, I think. It was a while
It was
ago.
probably around 2021, and I can tell you that there's a lot of positive reviews on that piece. Instead of contributing monetarily, they decided to go forward with an actual
With the actual
install.
art, right.
And the installation and maintenance is on the developer. It's their responsibility, and that piece exceeded their requirements. So in a way, having the art installed is also beneficial, because usually it does exceed the $100,000 cap.
Right. So
Which gives us a good product.
right, and it beautifies the city.
Correct.
It's not just some, trees and a little bit of plants and a roundabout. It's this beautiful sculpture. That is my favorite. I love that one. So what sorts of public art can residents and visitors see in PSL? And does the style of the artwork, does that just depend on the artist, or do we really have a say in that? City staff, you guys.
So when it comes to installing art and selecting art in the city, the artist will give us a proposal, and that is vetted through the Public Art Advisory Board. And they can submit whatever their artistic style is, whatever their medium is, whether it be sculptures, mosaics, it just has to meet the criteria outlined. We really don't limit their artistic ability.
It's kind of the point.
That is the
of being an
point.
artist, right?
Thank you. And so we take in and appreciate their proposals. Some are very abstract. Some are very, contemporary, modern, and a lot of relief on some. And so it's fun to see the different types of art and what could be created based off of the artist's abilities and preference.
Yeah, and what are some of the examples of ones that people can see here in the city?
Oh, of course. Right now, we have been partnering with the Botanical Gardens, and they have a couple of pieces on rotation that are about to come to an end. So if anyone wants to visit, we have the Feathers 3 by Kirk Cease there.
Oh, right.
And there is a new install. I'm not even going to try to pronounce its name.
Okay.
But that one is there as well for, I believe, another year.
So the name of the actual piece you can't pronounce.
Oh,
Okay, so just go to the
it's a
Botanical
something.
Gardens, guys.
And so we've been partnering with the Botanical Gardens as our as a partner to have rotating art that's located in the garden, so that visitors can, as they're browsing, they can check it out. But my favorite piece is probably the Spinnakers, as you said.
Yay, I love that
It
one.
just,
It's beautiful.
Becker Road went from being nothing,
A dirt
dark.
road. You probably remember that, 1990.
Yeah. And I remember as it was being installed, I was driving, and one day there was like a hump where the art was going to go, and
Yep.
then it was painted blue, and then next time there was a structure, and just
Yep.
watching it grow was pretty amazing.
Yeah. And there's what is the one over on, oh gosh, not Savona, the other S Street, Northern PSL. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the road. Selvitz.
Oh,
There's one on
yes.
Selvitz, right?
Selvitz was our first roundabout installation, maybe about 6 years ago or so. That is titled Relate, and it's held up perfectly.
Yeah, and it kind of goes like in like a,
It's abstract.
Yeah, it's really
and
cool.
It's, I don't know, maybe like a feather or some kind of moving. But that was our first install for roundabouts, and so it holds a special place.
yeah. And then there's the one at the Botanical Gardens too, the Imagine sculpture. That's part of it all too,
That is
right?
part of our
Okay.
public art
That's a permanent
collection.
one though.
That one is permanent. The former public art administrator saw it and said, "I want this," and she purchased it using the public art funds that were contributed through the monetary donations.
Yeah, that one's really cool. But we have a website too. We're going to get to that at the end, but I might as well just say it now. It's cityofpsl.com/art, and every single piece of public art is listed on there if you guys are interested in driving around. And there's beautiful ones on Gatlin too, like the little round kind
The
of globes,
spheres.
the sphere sculptures and
Yes.
stuff.
And I wanted to add to that. I'm recently updating the public art website, and we have added a selection for all artists who want to participate in open calls. Please, please, please go and
Oh, that's awesome.
yes, register your email. You'll get a notification anytime a call goes out. Spread the word.
That's great. You talked about the Public Art Advisory Board. Explain their role in all of this, and who's part of it.
The Public Art Advisory Board is a committee of 5 members, 2 alternates, and they are experts in the field, whether they be artists, teachers of art, architects, anyone that's a subject matter expert. And we really take their feedback and use it to advise council on locations of art, suggestions on placement, and just they are a valuable resource.
And so they kind of, you guys will get the applications, I guess, for people who want to have a piece of art in our city, and then you give them to the board, and they kind of talk about it, and then bring it back to you so you can bring it to council? Is that how it works, kind of?
That's correct.
Okay.
We meet at 6 p.m. It's a public meeting, open to the public. The third Monday of every month
Okay.
at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And if there's any application to be reviewed, we sit down, the artist will present, we'll ask questions, mostly about maintenance
Sure.
because that's very important.
Yep.
And then we being me, take the item to city council and hope for approval.
Cool. Is there anything that you're really excited about coming down the pike that you can tell us about art-wise?
I think that coming down the pike is one of the things that I've heard most from the residents. We've recently applied for an NEA grant
Oh, neat.
to move forward with a feasibility study for a performing arts venue. When I attend, say, Citizen Summit and any of the international festival, any public engagement events, the number one thing I hear is, we need a performing arts venue. And when I was researching it, I think we only have 2 or 3 in the city limits.
Yeah.
And so I'm very excited that we have that grant application in, and I hope that we're selected.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. So I was hesitant in asking you this, but you were like, go ahead.
Oh.
Is there any piece of public art that sparked like a strong reaction, whether it was positive or negative? And I know what you're gonna say, but how have we handled it? Because art is subjective, right? Like not everyone thinks public art is beautiful. But is there one in particular that you can think of that was like some sort of a strong reaction, whether negative or positive?
I have definitely heard both, whether it be, I don't want that artsy fartsy stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, most recently, there's the heart.
Yeah.
It's been deemed to be iconic and grand, and it's an icon,
The biggest one in
the world.
I think, 73
And
feet.
then you hear the opposite. It's a lightning rod. Help.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really hard to get the buy-in and consensus of 250 plus residents and 5 council members.
I know.
But all we
I
can
know.
do is appreciate the art in its form. I mean, to each their own.
Exactly. Like, yeah, right. Some people like, we love the Spinnakers. Maybe people don't like that, but it's subjective. But I think we've handled it in the way that, because most of the questions that I've seen have been like, well, who's paying for this?
Yes.
I don't like public art. Why is my tax dollar paying for this? But it's actually not.
It is not.
So
tax
we've
dollars.
handled it well. We've told people and explained, especially on social media, this is where this money came from. It's part of our fund and the developer.
And I'm happy that we're having this conversation today because when I attend these public engagement events, I try to share that information.
Yeah.
This is
It's important.
developer money. This is them giving back to your community. It cannot be used on any other infrastructure.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
an extra impact fee per se. And so, I mean, we're very lucky and fortunate that our council had the foresight to adopt the ordinance.
Good. What about the utility boxes? Is that part of the plan too, where we have photographs on there? I just thought of that now.
The utility box
Yeah.
wraps, that is our number one asked for project for submissions. We just ended our
By
fifth
artists?
call by local artists.
Oh, good.
Whether they be, because we accept illustrations, we accept photographs. Usually they're nature themed to
Sure.
go with our
Makes sense.
our environment here. But definitely that's the number one program, and they're allowed to place their name on it, and that gives that artist recognition, and it just makes them feel like a piece of the community, and it's on display for thousands of vehicles passing by every day.
Right,
and you forget how ugly those green
I
boxes
know,
are.
and we get more and more. Like, that's not just like more will pop up in the city, so there's going to be room to put more public art.
That's why we just opened our fourth and
Yeah.
fifth call, because we have many new roads being built, and I think there's 2 to a road, and we were out of our inventory. So we opened a call. We have new inventory of photographs. I can't wait for them to be able to be brought online. And we announced to the last call who the selected photographs were from on our website. So if you have not seen, if you've been selected, please visit our public art website.
Awesome. My favorite one, I'm not sure if a kid drew it. It's on
Manatee?
Crosstown, and it's near the high school, I think. It's like an alligator. It looks like it's like a child's drawing or something. I
Yes.
always see that one when I'm going down Crosstown.
There's that one and the Manatee by Manatee Elementary.
Oh, right.
And that was
Yep.
a collaboration with the school board as one of our partners, and they were drawn by students, again, as another partnership with our community.
And also, we just talked about the dolphins too, and those were purposely put there for a reason as well.
Yes, our community outreach manager in Public Works, Beth Soka, she surveyed the neighborhood, and they came up with an idea that Floresta Elementary, the dolphins, it's a perfect
Yeah.
theme. And then you have the funeral home across the street, which it can kind of represent family in a way. You have the potted dolphins swimming
Yep, there's
together.
2 on each side.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so we found a way to make a piece of public art speak to the businesses around it.
Yeah. Let's remind people where they can find information about our public art master plan, as well as a list of all the pieces throughout the city.
Yes, of course. Please visit the cityofpsl.com/art. And we have a lovely, it's an interactive map. It's being revamped currently, and you could select each location of art. And then what will pop up is the artist's name, the date it was installed, and facts about it. And the master plan is also online.
Awesome. There was one more question I wanted to. How many pieces of art, including like the utility boxes and everything, do we have? Do you have a number?
I want to say we probably have over 50 right
Wow,
now.
that's great.
I mean, we have over 300 utility boxes right now, over 300. So I want to say there's probably about 50, and we're working currently to go under maintenance and conservation of the pieces that are high and medium priority.
Okay.
I want to say that our conservator has completed restoration of about 10 of them, and there were 17 total. And
Okay.
so they're going to be looking brand new, shiny. If anyone hasn't seen the polo player in front of Simpatico Plaza over there by Darwin, he was vandalized many years ago, and he now holds a mallet again.
The mallet was taken away?
The mallet was taken away, and so
I don't know where that one is.
he just
It's on
had a
Darwin?
hand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and by the Walmart shopping center. So that
Okay. Oh, the neighborhood
Yes,
one.
the neighborhood Walmart.
Okay.
So I'm very happy that he has a mallet again.
Funny story. I grew up in a small town in northern New Jersey, and there was a restaurant, and it was called the Golden Steer. And there was a gold steer in front. He would get stolen almost every other year.
Oh.
They would have to keep replacing it. So don't mess with the art,
Please
guys.
don't. Or the bowls at Cheney Brothers.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, I put that thought into people's heads. Bethany, is there anything that we missed that you wanted to add that I didn't ask you?
Oh, the next piece of art that's going to be installed will be the first week of September, which is entitled Whirl. It's on Torino and Turtle Dove.
Okay.
And the foundation's been in place, and this one, I can't wait for it to be installed. It resembles a seashell, but
Oh, neat.
you know, there was construction delays with the roundabout from the weather.
Sure.
But I love that the surrounding community created their own artwork by adding bunny rabbits, their own sculptures of bunny rabbits, and I think a gnome was even added. So I know they're excited to see something placed
Something
there.
better than little bunnies and a gnome.
Couple more weeks.
And September is literally right around
Right
the
around
corner.
the corner.
So, okay, good. Thank you so much, Bethany. I've been wanting to have you come on here for a while to talk about public art. So thanks for joining us. And now you know that we always end our podcast with 10 questions for our new guests. I think I might have to add some more questions for guests who have been here before because they really do. They like it. It's just a way to get to know everybody a little bit better because we're all humans. We're human. We're not just robotic city workers. So
That's exactly right.
we have things that we like to do. So I'm just going to ask the question, and then you're just going to tell me the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay? Your favorite food?
Prime rib,
Ooh,
horseradish sauce,
medium rare?
medium.
Oh, all
Yes,
right. That's
medium.
okay. I can deal with that. Your favorite movie?
Newsies.
That's an old one.
I know.
Oh
it's
my
just-
gosh.
I could watch it every time. I could sing every song. I wish I could go see the play on Broadway, but
Yeah.
it hasn't been back.
Okay, Newsies. Your favorite hobby?
Floating in my inner tube on the intercoastal.
Oh, that sounds
Relaxing.
lovely. Besides public art, I mean.
Yes.
Your favorite singer or your favorite band?
Right now it's my boy Morgan Wallen.
All right. Your favorite book?
Anything that's a suspense or thriller, I really enjoy all of Minka Kent's books.
Okay, Mika Kent.
Yes,
Okay.
Minka Kent.
How about your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
That's like everyone's.
down.
Yeah. And your favorite place to visit?
Pittsburgh, because that's where my family lives.
Oh, okay.
And, it's a great city.
Do you like the sports there?
I do.
Pirates and the Steelers?
We always go during baseball season, and every single time I go, they win. I'm just saying.
I don't know how well they're doing this year, though.
I didn't go this year.
Oh, that's why they're doing terribly. I don't know. I'm a Yankees fan, so that's the only team I follow. And I went to WVU, just an hour south of
Oh, nice.
Pittsburgh. So I'm familiar with Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Your favorite dessert?
Tiramisu.
Your favorite TV show?
Can't go wrong with Friends.
Good one. And the last question, favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. That's what everyone says. It's mine too.
Royal blue specifically.
Oh, specifically.
Yes.
Okay. Bethany, thanks again. This was so much fun. And we'll share information in the show notes about where you can, on the website, where you can find all our public art and learn more about the master plan. And I'm sure that social media will be full of images from the installation that's going to go over on Torino. Yes. And I'll probably make a reel like I did with the dolphins, because people really seem to like that one, especially because it has to do with the school and kids. So
That's great, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Bethany.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.